What's up, Starcraft fans? You are watching a co-op mutation. I am CTG and we are doing Railroad Switch on Oblivion Express. I played as Zeratul. My masteries were Combat Unit Attack Speed, Artifact Fragment Spawn Rate, and Legendary Legion Cost. My ally, baaaack, played as Nova. So we are, again, playing on the custom map. However, the difference is, I did not slow down the speed this time. This is not as difficult as Assembly of Vengeance. However, I will say that this is way more irritating. Again, it's Die Together / Together Forever with Polarity, meaning half of the wave is immune to you and half is immune to your ally. That includes the trains. This time the whole train can be immune to you or it can be immune to your ally, so it needs to be soloed. But the thing is, with just Die, once this train revives, the polarity sign will switch, meaning if I kill the first train, it will revive and it will be completely immune to me. That means only my ally will be able to kill it, and vice versa. So essentially, this is not a co-op, as some people would call it. This is a half solo. But since just Die makes everything revive, and polarity makes me unable to help my ally, and my ally to help me, this is a dual solo. Both of us are gonna solo this mission. Let's do this. Oh, let's do normal faster speed, yeah. Alright.
I've been hired to destroy those trains, but I don't have the personnel to do it. I'm thinking maybe you do. What do you say?
So my strategy here will actually involve units, because the cannons don't have a lot of space to operate. If you look at the area, the cannons don't have a lot of space to operate. So I'll have to go for units here, since that's the only way I'll be able to do enough splash damage. And speaking of which, I will need the splash damage to take care of the attack waves here. So I used Zoraya Legion to clear out my allies' rocks, and then I sent them to clear out my own rocks. So both me and my ally will be able to expand very quickly. And yeah, no game speed shenanigans here. This is on faster speed. Take care of that. Both of these will go down. Okay, just to show it. Yeah, that's faster speed. Now I start a gateway, and I'm gonna chrono boost that gateway actually, because the chrono boost actually improves the build time for the gateway. Let me see if I can. Apparently I can't. But yeah, normally this thing would finish after 3 minutes, but yeah, with the chrono boost, it will finish before then. That means I will have my my tech tree up even faster than normal, so that's good for me. So yes, it will finish at 251 or something, and that will allow me to start my cybernetics core, and I chrono boost that. So something I've noticed, because I've taken the reason I did this on the custom map is because I failed so many times already, and I was getting extremely irritated. So I chrono boost my ally starport to make it build faster. But I've failed this mutation so many times already that I've noticed a pattern that the first train is always player 1's target. And when it revives, it's always player 2's target. So the train patterns here are fixed. If you're player 1, you get the first train, or the first life of the first train, and the player 2 gets the second life of the first train, and so on. Okay, first artifact fragment is there. I sent Zeratul there immediately. Like that. Immediately fast travel here. We picked the we did pick the enemy composition here. We picked Adept, or Shadow Disruption, or as I would call it, the Dark Templar composition. So you can see that we are already starting my Robo Bay, the Construct's Bay, and I'm indeed chrono boosting it out. See how fast this is. This is not that fast normally, but with Chrono
First
Boost,
train's departing.
those do build
Your
faster.
objective is to destroy it before it escapes.
Moving out.
My ally strategy on the other hand will be to spam out Liberators. Liberators do extreme damage to the trains, so that will be quite effective for us. There it is. Clean that up. There we go. There's the Construct's Bay, and my Zorya Legion have managed to kill off the train. I would say that Zorya Legion is required for this Mutation Zeratul, because they're the only units that Zeratul has at this point in the game. That has enough DPS versus the other trains fast enough for your ally to finish it off.
Suffer the enemies of the Nerazim.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for that. That one was a little confusing for me, but I eventually realized where it was. That is actually my or close to the I think, yeah, there. Okay.
I have taken an
Pardon me, by the way, if my voice sounds a little hoarse. I've actually been trying this again. I've failed this so many times. Each time I've been doing my intro, and I basically had enough. I have had enough of the RNG, so I decided to just roll the Dark Templar composition every game until we won. Okay. Micro my Warp Prism away, or my Void Ally. Okay, finish it off. There we go. Pick those up and unsiege the Void Ally. Move it over there. Make another Enforcer.
Normally,
So this
I'd
one will
encourage
come
robbing
with this enemy composition will come in with areas
Probably
later on in the
safer to wait
game,
it out.
which is why I'm making these Enforcers. They are actually pretty good versus air. They're amazing options versus air. Alright, first those down. Instead of the monolith, the Tesseract monolith, I went with this suppression crystal here to slow down the enemy's attack speed, to allow my forces to survive for longer. I think that is quite important for this mutation. As my ally, the second train is the second train's first life is the target of my ally. When that dies, it will become my target. Okay, this one is at the third train over here. Yeah, I go there right away and I collect the artifacts at 9 minutes. Pretty good time. Now I use the Zorya Legion because this is now my target. You see there are more Polarity shields on it. There's actually a bug on the trains of Oblivion Express. Each of these trains, each of these cars is a single unit. It's a separate unit, and they take damage separately.
Kill confirmed.
So what happens is, every set amount of time, the trains sync up to the lowest health train, or to the lowest health car. What that means is, damage on the other cars is wasted, because it doesn't add damage to them. It only adds the damage to the lowest health train. Which is why, if you want to do this mutation, you have to focus all your firepower on a single car to make sure that the damage, or that the wasted damage, is minimized.
Seems like we could use a defensive drone.
And that's part of what makes this mutation irritating. It's because, yeah, the train damage is bugged.
Eyes up, our ride's here.
Okay, ally picks it up, and we head on over to my ramp to intercept the next wave. Allies getting upgrades. Meanwhile, I'm just getting
Incoming
pants
train.
with my spare
Whatever it
minerals.
takes to derail it.
Allies setting up Liberators. It's good of them to do that.
Bringing a defensive drone online.
Okay, so as soon as the suppression crystal goes online, I will use it. That will preserve my forces by making the enemy that attack less frequently. And also, the defensive drone is tremendous in keeping my dudes alive. Okay, allies finishing this off. This is mine. Third train is player once, or third train first life is player once. the Zora Legion to take that out. Allies deploying spider mines.
Trains on that bottom track are faster than
And
the
as soon
others.
as it goes,
Try and stop
yes, the
them,
train will
but you
target
gotta
that,
be quick.
or the mines will target that train. The Allies Liberators are fighting. There we go.
Defensive drone initiated.
Meanwhile, I'm fending off this force with the help of my Allies defensive drone. There we go. We finish off that hybrid.
As I had hoped.
We retreat a little bit just to make sure our forces stay alive. The thing I found with this this mutation is, it's easy for your forces to die because of polarity. Because, again, half of all the enemies are immune to you. That means no matter how strong your army is, if the enemy is left alone, they will kill your entire force if they are immune to it. That is the reason why the Liberators are a great idea. They are air units that automatically makes them immune to the enemies that don't shoot up. Although my forces are holding pretty well on their own, if you notice. I'm up to 78 supply already. That's pretty good. So our plan is, on the first train wave, we charge into the base and take out as much as we can. This will allow us to burst down the train faster since we are able to attack it sooner.
Time to step up your game.
Okay, north train on the first double wave is player 1's. So I use the Artifact of Essence here to help us burst it down. Yeah, I just focused on this train. There we go. Now on the second life, my ally will focus on the train himself.
Defensive drone online.
You can see he's moving his Liberators. If you can see the unit tab, he already has 6 Liberators. That's pretty good.
Good job torching those trains. From the intel I've been provided, I'd say half their stock is in flames.
He's also researching level 3.
Consciousness awakened.
Okay. We had a little chat here. He was supposed to airlift, but yeah, we noticed that there was no point here anyway, because the train has not even reached this point yet. So we just fight this head on. That was not game speed, by the way. That was just a pause. You can pause even in real co-op, so that does not constitute as changing the game speed.
Objective destroyed. I
Okay.
knew it could be done.
Yeah, apparently there's a hybrid attacking my base, so my ally takes care of that. I just add a cannon there, tank. Ally finishes it off. There's another one. Now it's mine.
We're about to
That
have
goes
company.
down.
Enemy forces are gunning for us.
And these ones are my allies. Good marine drop there. Okay. Apparently I was needed there, so I just moved my Void Eye. And then load everything. Very good. Good job on my ally. He sieges up. Whereas I just march in with my Enforcers and Brigaders. Meanwhile, all my spare minerals go to Tesseract cannons.
They've loaded up another train. Make sure that cargo doesn't get delivered.
Okay, siege up here. Load the guys. Unsiege. Then move on over to the south rail. That's fine. This is running some. That's just attacking some random cannon projections.
Activating defensive
Now
drone.
I load. You can see I'm microing my my units into the Void Ray. After they fire, they will be vulnerable, so I load them into the Void Ray. Yeah. So this train is mine, so I decided to focus it down after finishing off the escort. Again, I right click on a single train so that they will focus on that train instead of spreading the damage around and wasting it.
Seems like we could use a defensive drone.
Again, voice suppression crystal, tremendous in keeping my dudes alive by holding the enemy in place.
Of course, I never miss.
Alright. I retreat everyone into the Void Eye. Pop out a little. Yeah, move these guys back. apparently missed microed. That's fine. It's fine that time. Normally it's not fine.
They're coming to threaten our base, but we
Spam more
shall
cannons.
answer.
We unload these dudes.
Your allies are in battle.
That was Zoria Legion, by the way. Yeah, just march in with my dudes. Always fight together with your ally. You cannot engage alone. Otherwise, your army will die to the enemies that are immune to you. My ally, on the other hand, is just spamming these spider mines. They will detonate on top of the enemy as soon as they become unimmune. Yeah, targetable. Yeah, targetable. Send these probes back. That was a little bit of a mistake. I'm saving my my artifact of essence for this wave. Now I demote them all. Just use your top bars. Don't as soon as it's a good time to use it, just use it. Don't save it for too long. Okay. Allies finished off his half. And I have the Zoria Legion.
Fast one on the bottom track. Better move if
Now
you
would be a
wanna
good
take that.
time to use the Zoria Legion. There we go. Drop it right there.
Has been destroyed. Vigilance is always.
Now I move my army down south to intercept the next train. And now I drop the Void Suppression Crystal. And I project my cannons to help burst down the train. I try to attack the same place if I can. Again, attack the same car so that no damage is wasted.
Defensive drone online.
It revives, and it is now my ally's target. Meanwhile, I'm just, projecting more and more cannons. That's what I like about Zeratul cannons. They just get stronger and stronger, because the real cannons don't get killed. They just send projections.
Now we will have a moment's peace.
The ally knows I'm heading for the attack wave, but apparently he's still taking care of his side. Yeah, apparently he has already finished taking care of it. So I move my my Void Eye back. I use cannons instead to take care of those. Okay, attack those. Ooh, got hit by a disruptor shot there.
Their warehouses should be looking real empty right now. Not too many trains
All right.
left to go.
I load everything inside the Void Eye. And I'm just getting ready to
Defensive drone initiated.
get the last trade. Let's take care of that hybrid. Alright. And siege there. Or I siege rather. Or unload, I mean. Words are hard, guys. Yeah, I also use my cannons to ensure the most firepower we have. I'll load everything into the Void Eye just to dodge the
We've got an enemy attack on
surface
Route
shot
4
slowly.
base.
That's fine. That was Nova's nuke, that's fine. We finish off the train so that our ally will be able to damage it. Okay. I signal my ally to focus on the trains while I will fend off the attack waves here. Hybrids are spawning. Yeah, I just spam these cannons to distract the enemy while my ally is finishing off the train.
Another train's in transit.
And down it goes. That is a mutation.
They never stood a chance.
I actually don't recommend Zeratul
That's a done deal.
because his cannons don't have the damage output because they don't have room to operate, and his units are actually quite fragile. The Abrogator and the Enforcer are actually too expensive for their worth, but for here I was forced to make them. So that was Zeratul. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Again, this is not on slower game speed. This is on faster game speed. If you have an idea for what else I could do, please leave that in a comment. See you.